Welcome back to my channel. If you're feeling overwhelmed by all the stuff in your home, you're not alone. In his book Goodbye Things, minimalist Fumio Sasaki compares our belongings to roommates we pay rent for. Kind of a surprising thought, right? Take a moment to think about all the space, time, and energy your things are taking up. Is it really worth it? If you're ready to simplify, stick around for 20 easy do's and don'ts to help you declutter your whole house in 2025. As we dive into these tips, remember that decluttering isn't about getting rid of everything. It's about keeping what truly adds value to your life. Small changes can make a big difference, and today, we'll help you make those first steps toward a simpler, more peaceful home. Let's get started. Now, let's begin with what not to do. Number 1, don't procrastinate. It's so tempting to procrastinate, isn't it? Life is constantly throwing new things our way. Work, errands, family obligations. And these things can take up so much of our time and energy. It's easy to let decluttering slip down the priority list and say, "I'll handle it later." But here's the thing. Later often turns into months, years, or even decades. And by then, the clutter is still there, piling up and creating stress. Life will never slow down, and there will always be excuses to avoid dealing with it. If you keep waiting for the perfect moment to declutter, that moment might never come. Instead of waiting for the right time, take charge and make the time. Start now, even if it's just one small step. It's better than waiting forever. Number 2, do start with the simple items first. A common mistake when you're new to decluttering is diving straight into the tough categories. Items like sentimental keepsakes or piles of paperwork can feel overwhelming and difficult to tackle right away. Instead, kick things off with something easy. Grab a trash bag and do a quick sweep of your home, collecting obvious junk. Think of things like worn-out slippers, socks that no longer have a pair, expired spices in the pantry, skincare bottles that are almost empty, or those delivery boxes you've been meaning to recycle but never got around to. Focusing on simpler clutter gives you a quick win and builds confidence. It reinforces that you can decide what stays and what goes. Each small step strengthens your decision-making skills, making it easier to keep going and tackle the bigger challenges ahead. Number 3, don't overwhelm yourself right from the start. When it comes to decluttering, it's easy to get carried away and try to tackle everything in one go. A lot of people make the mistake of pulling out every drawer, shelf, and closet all at once, thinking they'll finish quickly. But what often happens is they end up with piles of stuff everywhere and not enough time or energy to sort through it all. For example, you might start by clearing out your wardrobe, then get distracted by the kitchen cabinets, and before you know it, you have clothes, dishes, and random items scattered all over the house. This just adds to the chaos and can leave you feeling stressed and defeated. To avoid this, it's better to break the job into smaller, more manageable tasks. Try focusing on one small area, like a single drawer or a closet, and stick with it until it's done. This way, you can make steady progress without feeling overwhelmed. And remember, it's okay to take your time. Decluttering isn't a race. The next tip is, do celebrate small wins. Don't forget to reward yourself when you complete a part of your decluttering task. This helps keep you motivated. For example, after clearing a drawer or organizing a shelf, take a moment to enjoy your progress. You can treat yourself to something simple like a cup of coffee, a short break, or even a favorite snack. Celebrating small achievements keeps the process fun and encourages you to keep going. It reminds you that each step forward counts and brings you closer to your goal. Even small progress is progress. And it's important to recognize how far you've come. This positive reinforcement boosts your confidence and makes the next task seem less daunting. Number 5, don't strive for perfection. There's no one right way to declutter, and taking imperfect action is what will help you make progress toward your goals. Remember, perfect is the enemy of good, and taking imperfect action is what makes things happen. Sometimes we think everything has to be perfect, from sorting your things to organizing them just right. But this only causes delay as we wait for the perfect moment or method. The truth is, every small step you take adds up. Even if it's just cleaning out a drawer or organizing a shelf, it counts as progress. Don't wait until everything is perfect, because the most important thing is that you start and keep moving forward. Number 6 is, keep practicing again and again. Rather than aiming for perfection, understand that practice is all about making progress. The more you declutter, the easier it becomes to make quick decisions about what to keep and what to part with. It's like building a skill. The more you do it, the faster and more confident you'll become. And as you continue practicing, you'll also develop a clearer understanding of what truly adds value to your space, making it easier to let go of unnecessary items. So don't stress over getting it perfect. Just keep going and celebrate the progress you're making. Number 7, don't fall into the comparison trap. It's easy to get inspired by decluttering videos or perfectly organized homes on Pinterest. But sometimes, seeing those flawless spaces can make you feel like you're not doing enough, or that you'll never reach that level of tidiness. For instance, you might scroll through photos of neatly arranged kitchens and feel frustrated because your own kitchen seems far from it. What's important to remember is that everyone's decluttering journey is unique. It's easy to forget that what works for someone else may not be what works for you. The key is to focus on your own goals and values and use those as a guide when making decisions about what to keep or let go. Decluttering is personal, and there's no one-size-fits-all solution. You get to decide what a clutter-free life looks like for you. An important tip when decluttering is to make sure you know how to properly get rid of things. Once you decide to let go of unnecessary items, it's essential to know where and how to dispose of them. Don't just let them take up space in your home or throw them away carelessly. You can sort your things into categories like sell, donate, recycle, or simply throw away if they no longer have value. For example, items like old clothes that are still in good condition can be donated or sold at thrift shops. Broken items or things that can't be reused should go straight into the trash, but make sure they are disposed of properly. Also, don't forget to check for recycling centers or organizations that accept items you no longer need but can still be recycled. This not only helps keep your home tidy, but also contributes to protecting the environment. Number 9, don't forget to stop the clutter from coming in. Decluttering your home while continuing the same shopping habits that caused the mess in the first place is like trying to fill a leaky bucket. You'll never get anywhere. To make real progress, you need to not only remove what you no longer need, but also prevent new items from piling up. Take a step back and think about your purchasing choices. Ask yourself if you truly need something before bringing it into your home. This way, you'll be able to clear out clutter more effectively and keep your space organized for the long run. Number 10, do pay attention to your clutter. Many people start decluttering without realizing that their clutter is trying to tell them something. Each pile or unused item can give you clues about what's going on in your life. When you stop and reflect on why these things accumulate, you can address the root cause of the problem. For example, if your kitchen counter is always messy with random items, it might signal that you're not managing small tasks as they come in. Or, if your closet is full of clothes you don't wear, it could mean you're holding on to things out of emotional attachment. By listening to these signals, you can start preventing clutter from building up. Understanding the story behind your clutter will also help you make smarter choices when it comes to what to keep and what to let go. Number 11. Don't hesitate to let go of what's beyond repair. When you have something that's broken or too worn out to be used, it can feel hard to throw it away. You might feel bad about tossing it, especially if it still holds some sentimental value. But remember, items that are no longer functional will only continue to degrade, and holding on to them clutters your space. For example, that old worn-out jacket with holes or those shoes that no longer serve their purpose might make you nostalgic, but they're just taking up space and are better off being discarded. On the other hand, if an item is still in good condition and could benefit someone else, consider donating or selling it instead of tossing it out. Number 12. Do ask the right questions when decluttering. To make your decision-making process smoother, start by asking yourself some key questions. For example, when was the last time I used this item? Is it something I truly need right now? Or could I do without it? If I had to buy this again today, would I? And why am I holding on to this in the first place? These questions will help you reflect on your items more thoughtfully and decide what to keep and what to let go of. For example, if you have a collection of books you've never touched in years, ask yourself if you would really buy them again today. If not, it might be time to let them go. Sometimes we hold on to things out of habit or sentiment, but being honest about whether they serve a purpose now can help clear up valuable space. Number 13. Don't let decluttered items sit around your home for too long. The longer you leave items you've decided to let go sitting in boxes or bags around your home, the more tempted you might feel to bring them back. You've already made the decision to let these things go, so make sure to get them out of your house as soon as possible. Number 14. Schedule your decluttering sessions and drop-off times. Without a specific plan for decluttering, it's easy to put it off and let the clutter pile up. I've been in that situation before and realized that not having a schedule makes the task feel unclear and harder to do. That's why I've made it a habit to plan my decluttering sessions and donation drop-offs at the start of each week, adding them to my phone calendar. This way, I not only remember, but also set aside the right time to do it. For example, I usually plan to declutter the living room on Saturday morning and then take donations to the center on Sunday afternoon. This helps me combine tasks without disrupting my schedule. Once I have set times for these activities, I find there's no reason to procrastinate. You can also schedule tasks like sorting through items or preparing donations or recycling bags. This keeps you on track and your living space organized. This method has helped me stay on top of things, and I believe it will help you maintain a clean and tidy home. Number 15. Don't worry about waste. A lot of people hold on to things because they spent a lot of money on them or think they might need them in the future. But here's the reality. The true waste happens when you buy something and never use it. Holding on to unused items doesn't make them any more valuable or useful. It just takes up space in your home. In fact, keeping them around doesn't get you any of your money back. If you really think about it, the item has already served its purpose by being purchased, and keeping it without using it only continues the waste. My mantra is simple: nothing is useful if you don't actually use it. If it's not serving you or your space, it's okay to let go of it. Letting go can be freeing and creates room for things you actually need and enjoy. Don't let the fear of wasting money keep you stuck in clutter. Instead, focus on the value of the space and peace of mind you'll gain once it's gone. When you make space for the things you truly use and love, you'll find that you save more in the long run. Number 16, do use it or lose it. When it comes to decluttering, many people get so focused on getting rid of things that they lose sight of the bigger picture, making room for what truly matters. The use it or lose it rule is a simple yet powerful reminder. If something no longer brings you joy or serves a purpose, it's okay to let it go. For example, if you haven't worn that coat in over a year, or if that kitchen gadget just collects dust in the drawer, ask yourself, when was the last time it was used? Holding on to items that aren't useful only takes up space and energy. By letting go of things you don't use, you make room for things that truly enhance your life, like books you love, tools that help you cook, or a cozy sweater you wear all the time. Number 17, don't remove other people's belongings. Think about how you'd feel if someone went through your closet, getting rid of your clothes and shoes, or started taking away your favorite kitchen gadgets. It's crucial to respect other people's possessions and avoid decluttering their things without permission. We all have enough to focus on with our own items. For example, if you live with a spouse or kids, it's important to ask before tossing out something you think is no longer needed. Maybe your child has outgrown a toy, but it's still a memory for them. Or your partner might have an old shirt they don't wear often, but still holds sentimental value. By respecting each other's items, we help preserve the harmony in our home. By taking care of our own clutter, we set a positive example for our family or housemates, showing them how it brings us peace and more quality time together. This can encourage them to declutter their things when they're ready, and ultimately, it helps create a more harmonious environment for everyone. To prevent household chores from becoming a burden on one person, it's important to share the work fairly and reasonably with other family members. A good way to do this is to set up a weekly chore chart where everyone has specific tasks on certain days. For example, if you have young children, you can assign tasks like having them clean up their toys and make their bed each morning. You and your partner can take on bigger chores, like cleaning the house or doing the laundry on weekends. This not only helps lighten the load for everyone, but also teaches children to take responsibility and contribute to the family. When everyone knows that the chores are shared and no one is doing too much, it creates a more relaxed and pleasant atmosphere at home. Number 19. Don't live too much in the past or future. A lot of us are keeping so much stuff for our past or future selves that we have very little to spare for ourselves who are here now, in this reality, in the present moment. And what you have to remember is that the past and the future literally don't exist. So you really need to focus on keeping things that are aligned with who you are and where you are now. This includes things like making sure that you have clothes that fit your body right now, that you have appliances in your kitchen that you actually use and enjoy using, and that you're not keeping too many things just in case for a future that might not even happen. And number 20, don't keep duplicate items. Avoid holding on to things that are exactly the same. If you have too many duplicate items, keep only the one you use the most. For example, if you have several pairs of the same style of shoes, choose the one that's the most comfortable or versatile. Keeping duplicates takes up space and adds unnecessary clutter. By getting rid of the extra ones, you make room for things you truly need or love. It's a simple way to declutter and make your space more organized. Plus, it helps you focus on quality over quantity, ensuring that the items you own truly serve a purpose in your daily life. For a clutter-free home in 2025, remember, small changes make a big difference. By embracing these practical do's and avoiding the don'ts, you'll be on your way to a more organized, peaceful living space. Take it step by step, and don't forget to enjoy the process. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more ways to simplify your life. Keep decluttering, and here's to a fresh minimalist start.